These are the demo project I already explained, and you can see when any of the roads, whenever you are passing through, you stop your vehicle and see a fantastic the performance all these years. With conclusions, just it is a represent potential application for sustainable concept. I think you must have read this. As the world non-renewable resources such as fossil fuels, quarry aggregate decrease in availability, you have to build once for all one pavement for 50 years. No further searching for the aggregate, no further searching for the relay. Every relays, I think overlays required some amount of sand, some amount of aggregate to lay it. And many times these roads grow more than our houses. When we built our houses, roads are our houses, our plinth will be above the road. After sometimes road will grow up, our houses will go down. All the water flow into the houses. All these things is taken care. We have to be, as a civil engineers, the sustainability, environmental issues will be going forward. It should be on priority. Before getting into any job, this should be thought of, so that you can build sustainable buildings or sustainable roads, sustainability for the future. All these things has to be preserved. So in my experience, we have seen a lot of option, permutation, combination. I think this is one of the best option because concrete is available locally and at comparatively cheaper prices. See, I was surprised. I made this statement everywhere for at least young engineers. I may not able to convince everywhere, but this statement is more relevant for young engineers. Since you are sitting in the same college, maybe department is just one wall ahead, backside may be structural engineers, and we are transport engineers for a moment. So you see that first statement, when you build our houses, when Burj Khalifa can be built on the sandy soil for a height of 100,000 meters, 1 kilometer, with all vulnerabilities. What is the problem of building on small road which is simply supported, it's continuously supported. It's a very simple structure to build for a civil engineer, which will always build for redoing and repairing. That is the irony of this entire system. And same graduate, civil engineers basically, and when we become just specialization, we will get into this one segment, and other segment is beautifully done. All the structures, see the complexity of the structure. Last few months back, there was an architect from Europe. He has designed the dynamic structure. Each floor will move around that entire 360-degree. Morning you want to see, just press that your remote. It will take you to the east. Your bedroom will go to east. You see the sun, enjoy the sun. Evening you want to see the sunset, just push the button. That entire the bedroom comes to the sunset. That's how we beautifully designed. One floor, this one. It is just similar concept of for spiral staircase. That same staircase, it will be rotate all around. He has given some gap in between each floor, which was having central shaft, which was a huge shaft, which will carry at least the flat of 2,000 to 3,000 square feet flat each floor, and easily it is movable. And see that kind of a thinking coming from the architect and other part of the faculties, engineering faculties, where we are standing. And once you have to think more, connect. Today toilets are it's a very challenging. Can we come out with one beautiful toilet which can be built in hours and delivered, and it should be durable for family of 5 or 50 years, because villages will have 5, unlike in cities 2 or maybe 1 or 2 for time being. Afterward they will put into some what you call expert college or somewhere else you throw, then you will go to some NIT or IIT, then you will go to America. No problem for those things. That's how it works. But in the villages still people stays 4 or 5 people in a family, maybe may not read, may not go to this one. So that's how you have to carry the what is the challenges. These all the citizens want, all the places we want to see this kind of roads in future, either in the village or whatever it may be this one. I think with this I'll challenge you. One things I parked there. Can you think of other day? I think I am not finding that. She was asking some questions, self-compacting concrete and all. Can we think of this? You see that machines, nothing is doing. It was just pour the concrete on the ground level. We are trying to run that machines only to get some finish. Can we do smart concrete, smart dynamic concrete, self-compacting concrete, which can flow on its own. Just I want to mill it, just just unload the concrete, I'll go. It will have its own self-compacting or self-leveling properties, so that only I have to induce only little bit camber to water to flow. And unlike I don't require any cambering principles for asphalt, because asphalt is not a water friendly material. I don't want to see any drop of the water to stagnate on that. Once it comes, I required sufficient cambering. But here it don't require, unlike super elevation and all. Camber is not a mandatory for concrete roads. To have just one side or whichever efficient side of the drain, just leave it. Otherwise it will go with flash also. I don't think water will stand on that road unless there is a containment on both the sides. So that's how we have to think that. Can we eliminate this machine? Can we eliminate this slump cone? Can we eliminate these cube molds going forward? This is the opportunity for you people as an youngsters. You can think of like that. I can show so many things. If anybody has got smartphones, I think 100% will have smartphones. Just getting into that. Recently we launched making concrete minutes. We challenged the Maggie and we made the concrete. You people can make now today onwards. Concrete can be made in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. Just get into your whenever you are free app. You just get into UMix. Just type UMix. Just open up. You will see that how concrete can be done in less than 1.5 minutes. And whatever it may be the grade, it is M20 or M100, M200, whatever it is there, color concrete, foam concrete, anything can be available in 2 minutes. See, you have to think and do it. If you are not thinking, if you are always following the guidelines, this crack, this shrinkage, creep, if you are afraid of it, you will keep on afraiding. Let us do something beyond that. It will be there. We understood what is the bad part of the concrete. We also understood what is the best part of the concrete. Now we have to work on the best part. As an young engineers, I think a lot of opportunity. This country is today 1 trillion construction they are going to spend in the construction, and we are at the phase where it is a huge phenomenal phase. We are into this, especially infrastructure and housing. Growth has picked up. This momentum will be there for another 1 decade, and you are the lucky persons to have come across this kind of phase in the country. I am telling you, we lost when we are young, like you. We don't see any opportunity outside world, unlike Graham Bell telephone, that old model. Hello, hello. You can understand whether you are speaking to next person in the house or outside the district or outside the country. That's how you can even make out through that phone itself. But you people have got lot of infrastructure is now coming to place, and high-speed rail started picking up. I think I wish the work will start by end of this year from Ahmedabad to Mumbai, and many more high-speed rails are planned, like Bangalore and Bangalore airport. They want to connect through that high-speed rail, which is having at least not less than 300 km/h. See that is a lot of metros are in place, and all the tier 2, tier 3 cities are picking up, and it's a huge growth. The trajectory is there in the system, and you are there, and you are going to be part of that trajectory and going to enjoy entire your future. Now only thing, you have to little bit the user friendly, affordability, all these things you have to bring in your change. Otherwise, if somebody tells I produce M100 concrete with 1 lakh rupees, I think nobody will be there to take. So you have to connect the people. If I can build the house, when I built the house in 7 days, it was a challenge for us. Can we build it in 3 days? Could not able to happen. People don't like it if somebody built in 3 days also. That is a kind of mindset. 100, they want to spend 1 year to build an house. Is it the time? We don't have the luxuries. When we built first house in 7 days, the people reduced to 3 days now. It's a fairly affordable houses in rural houses, what they built for 400 square feet, 500, which will last for 100 years. That is guarantee. That is the technology is built. So they need not to worry. As a poor person, it doesn't mean that he should be having poor everything. See, that's how I always request young engineers. First 3 things. One is, can you think of replacing slump cone and cube molds? Can you think of something to develop to assess the concrete, the right from inside, the adding of the water to cement, what is how? I don't want to touch it. And if you see the UMix, you will appreciate how we made it. Yeah, you can just display. No, WhatsApp, but how it will go? I think they can go. They have their smartphone. UMix is, I think it is there. You can see that it's a bit. See, packing itself, I spent 50 rupees. There was a lot of discussion on that. Unless you make concrete more attractive, how you can be sold at big bazaars and malls? They should not feel that. At least you should change the mindset. Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. It was very nice listening to you, especially making us awakening like how the academicians should take care of the industries also. And may I now request Professor Nasiman sir, one of the senior most professor from Civil Engineering Department, to hand over the memento, that is ICBM 2018 memento to Srinivasan sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, right, sir. Right, sir.